play something like that. And the kids would burn them down. The boathouse that used to be over there used to be able to, in the 50s, to rent a canoe or one of them little boats to go along out the creek over there. And the way that thing was set up with the big windows, those big round windows that were like sunburst windows. You can't replace any of that anymore because once you burn a building down like that, it's gone. It's a good thing they saved some pictures of it that you can see what it looks like. I'm afraid that's what's going to happen in Akron. Someday they're going to burn a concession stand down. Not that we're losing the bathroom, but you don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears that went into laying the stones up and some of the, like the ditches, the ditches they used to make for draining from Louisville and stuff, that was all hand-laid stone. Akron Falls Park, all along Brooklyn Street, all the way to the bridge was, at one time, all was riprap, they called it. All that stone was laid up along the sides of the strip like that. It was beautiful, and the moss that used to grow out of it, and the flowers and stuff like that. We've lost it. We've let it go by the wayside, and we'll never have that back again. And it's a shame because we're talking about how high the creek is and floods a lot of these places now. And this might be some of the reasons. Some of them guys, way back when they designed that stuff, must have moved back then that they should have made them bigger and stronger and stuff like that. But if we don't keep maintaining them, it's our loss. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much.
I have a question. Do you think the parks will ever be sold back to public?
No, there's a law. There's a law now that once
What if they go down and you go down and people don't use them? Couldn't that happen? They change the law and they sell it for
I doubt it.
lots?
I doubt it, because there's a couple of places they've offered to trade land, even trade land for other parks. Well, this park is no good where it is now. Let's take that and shut it down. And we'll give you this piece of land to make a park out of. Once that land becomes public land, it takes an act of Congress to change, to take and put it back in the public sector. The place that they're really having problems with that is the golf course that they want to build up by Lackawanna Steel used to have their golf course up in there. Somebody, one of these big housing, wants to put $30,000 or $130,000 houses in there. And the easiest way for them to get water now is to go straight through that golf course and across the public land. And finally somebody said, hey, why did the public always have to beat the sucker out of this? For you guys to take the shortcut all the time. When you bought this land off of whoever you bought it from, you should have thought about that then to put your water lines in the long ways around. So they won't let them cut up the public land up there to run it. One of the big deals last 2 years was that salt line going down there through Demon Creek. All the landowners around there were getting top dollar to have them people put that line down. When it comes time to the county, to go across the county land, well, we'll put your dirt back in when we're done. And that's where they were going to leave it. So a couple of people came along and said, whoa, if you're giving that man $30,000 to run through his land, you better double what you're going to do, and you're going to plant trees when you're done, and you're going to put it back the way you found. The gas company didn't like it. Well, then don't put the gas line through there. So they had to come up with the money to put that piece of park back the way it was. They did. They planted. They inspected it a couple months ago. They went up and they planted oak trees and all that stuff. We got the grass all seeded, just like if it was your place, you would like it done that way. The same way we have to look out for the public land the same.
Does the county ever try to leave out of that concession stand, and then maybe that would encourage people to keep it up nicer?
Yeah, but
Try?
What it would cost a person to run it, to sell that hot dog, your hot dog would have to sell for probably $2.50 for one hot dog for you to pay the rent.
Why the county wants that much rent?
Yes, because they know that up at Chestnut Ridge, that one they get probably $8,000 a year to rent that one out because it's open all year round and it's right next to the road and the parking lot, and you can walk over there and get a hot dog even now. snow fire, you know what I mean? Same way up at Emory.
But they've knocked this one down because you can't even go down the hill in the winter.
Right, we're not open that many days of the week.
So we'd
and
have
you're
to
not-
just do it on summer rates.
Right. But as far as getting somebody down to buy your product for you to pay, that's why they leave the price up as high as they do, because sometimes for the county to remodel that with stainless steel everything right now, which you have to have,
Have to get it up to code.
get it up to code, it would cost the county more money, it's better to leave the thing empty. Yeah, it really is a shame, but I mean, you have to look at the economics of what a stainless steel sink costs, and all the sewer lines that would have to go in, which, remember, in Akron Fall Park, there's no sewer lines, they're all leach fields. And septic tanks.
That's
all
not
that is.
legal.
And that's why it's a shame of it all. We spent little money when we built the skate building. The skate building cost $60,000 to build, but we built it. The leach field that goes with it cost $80,000 because we had to protect it so that so the creek wouldn't contaminate the leach field. So if you see the hole that's up there, that's like two of this room, almost as deep as this, with a big plastic liner. And we had to start with great big stones and then little bit of stones and then all the pipes go up and down. At the end of all that is a coroner. That, you know, it had to be done that way. And now what? 20 years, 15 years later, the sewer runs from here to, look how much cheaper it would have been. But to wait that long, you never build that building for $60,000. So, you know. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, very good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.